Obligation on that stand is to answer the questions as truthfully as you can. Okay, don't be afraid to take your time, and if you don't know something, say you don't know something. Claire Walsh is in charge of her side of the case. She's not in charge of you. If she tries to get you to say something bad about your dad, well, you don't have to follow her program, okay?
Okay, back off, detective, or I'll have you back in jail for witness tampering.
Well, you can do whatever you want, but I'm not going to let you steamroll over my little brother.
You know, Sonny owns controlling interest in a number of Caribbean casinos, but there's only one he owns straight out, along with the island it's on. That's where Jax went.
Well, it has to be, Michael. Why else would Jax want to go there?
My point exactly. I want you to go there, serve Michael his subpoena, and bring him back to testify.
Finally, we're making headway.
Take it, subpoena cash. Get going.
What, are you kidding me? I'm halfway there. Mac, for what it's worth, I don't think we should bring Dante into the loop.
Why not?
Well, he would never admit this. Hell, he probably doesn't realize it, but, you know, he got pulled in by Sonny. Find out the guy's his father, and then he shoots him. I just think it makes muddy waters muddier, if you know what I'm saying.
What you're telling me is I'm hearing that I got a cop on my force that can't be trusted?
No, God, no. Dante Falconeri's the most honorable, trustworthy man I know, but he's human. You know, I think he got outmatched by Sonny. Sonny's, he's insidious and calculating, and Dante's just straight from the heart. And he feels a deep connection and responsibility for Sonny's kids. It's just this case, Mac. You see where I'm going, right? Let me handle the scut work. Okay? We'll bring Sonny down and everybody will find a new normal. Thanks. I'll be in touch.
You know, it's not hard to figure out what you want, Jax, why you came here. You want me to say that it's okay that you've done everything in your power. My dad, but I can't, because it's not. How can you not see how wrong it is? That you're trying to use something that my dad didn't even do to put him in prison.
I'm not asking you to endorse my tactics, Michael.
Well, that's good at least.
I just want you guys to understand. Now, you and your mother think that I went after Sonny because of some old grudge, but that's not true. Your father's been a constant threat to my family, and I've had it. A family that I never thought I'd have. Look, your safety, it means everything to me.
Jason.
You know, I believed you when you said you were trying to protect us. I wouldn't want my brother and sisters to grow up like I did or know the things I know or have to suffer the consequences of being Dad's kid. And Morgan's managed to be pretty unaffected. And I know I don't act like it, but I am grateful to you, Jax. You know what else I'm grateful for is that I know I can always depend on you to put my family first. And I want Morgan and Jocelyn to be safe and happy. And I think it's, you know, maybe too late for Christina. But Morgan and Jocelyn have a chance because of you. And that's where you and I veer off track. I had Dad. Sonny Corinthos is who I looked up to, wanted to be like. I mean, the man you hate so much is my father. I love him. I'll always land on his side. Against you, against anybody.
Why don't you bring Morgan into the witness room? He'll be more comfortable there. Let's go.
Hey, buddy. This is going to be okay.
If you say so. Counselor, I'm going to suggest you get all of your hostility out here before you enter the courtroom. Because I'm going to give you fair warning. The first sign of distress from that little boy, and I will pull him off the stand myself.
Hey, Claire, why don't you stop this madness? You don't need Morgan's testimony. He doesn't even know the circumstances of the case.
You're right, Mr. Corinthos. I don't need Morgan. But until I have the witness that you're hiding, Morgan's what I got.
How do you sleep at night?
Quite well. How about you?
Wouldn't you like to find out?
Let's go. Come on, Sonny.
If your badge means anything to you, stay the hell out of my case.
I'm not going to let you run roughshod all over my little brother. Okay, he's all that matters here, Morgan. That he walks away from this needless experience without feeling an unbearable amount of remorse and guilt. So, I mean, if that ruins your big strategy, then that's too freaking bad for you.
Carly.
All right, listen to me. I don't care what happens with Morgan on the stand. You keep yourself stifled, because the last thing this jury needs to see is a raging papa lion. Claire Walsh is trying to get under your skin. I'm begging you, don't let her.
I'm all right.
We're back on the record in the matter of the people versus Michael Corinthos Jr. Now, let me reiterate, the next witness is a 12-year-old boy, and I happen to like him, which means nobody better upset him. First sign I see, the guilty party, that's attorneys, public, father alike, will be slapped with a contempt charge, and I will dismiss this witness for good. Is that understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
Keep your questions direct and simple. Keep objections to a minimum. The point here is to get at the truth, not terrorize a 12-year-old. Bring in the witness. Come on back up here, young man. You're still under oath from before. You know what that means?
I have to tell the truth. So help me God.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I only have 2 arms. Yeah, okay. I'll call you back. Bye. Hi.
Yourself, for me?
No, help me.
Oh.
Bravo.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you. Looks like you needed a smile. What's up?
Claire Walsh, she wants to put Morgan back on the stand. She wants him to tell her that Michael saw Sonny kill Claudia.
Poor kid. You think she's going to get anything out of it?
Yeah. You know what? It doesn't matter because she's only putting Morgan on the stand to get the Sonny.
Wow, nice.
Yeah. I've been busting my ass, risking my life for these people who now turn out to be not much better than the ones I'm taking down.
I just see Dad more realistically now. I know he makes a lot of mistakes in his personal life, and he's ruthless in business, but that's just something I accept about him because that's how he has to be, to stay on top, how he commands respect, and why he doesn't have to deal with a lot of takeover
He
attempts.
seems to have a pretty good understanding of how the mob works, Michael. It's something that nobody, including your own father, ever wanted for you.
Well, this is my life. I can't be oblivious to it.
It's not your life. It's your father's life.
I know you don't like to hear this, but I want to be part of my dad's world. Don't worry. He doesn't really trust or respect me right now. But I intend to change that.
As much as I despise your father, I will say one thing for him. He never wanted you to be a part of the business. He still doesn't. I don't think he'll change his mind on that.
We'll see.
You need me to remind you of your own words. When the system fails, you fix it from the inside.
You promise to stop me again if I ever sound like a self-righteous windbag.
When would you ever speak?
That's a good one.
Yeah, I know. Seriously, I understand disillusion. I've been there more than once. The thing is, you just can't let it sink in so deep that you give up altogether.
Claire offered Sonny a deal.
Wow, so much for prosecuting him to the fullest extent of the law. What kind of deal?
Lesser charge of manslaughter and 5 RICO violations in exchange for a reduced sentence.
How long?
10 years.
That's not great. I mean, it's better than nothing. No?
Oh, that's not even it. Jason's offered himself up in place of Sonny. Like, can you believe that offer was actually on the table? That Jason could be allowed to sacrifice 10 years of his life on the altar of Sonny Corinthos just so his kids wouldn't have to testify against him.
But that's not happening.
Oh, Claire shot it down.
Well, it's good, right? I mean, Claire was tempted, obviously, but she didn't succumb, and then the wheels of justice keep turning.
Yeah, but Morgan takes the stand again? I mean, that poor kid is terrified that he's going to say the wrong thing and it's going to get his dad sent to prison. I mean, it drives me crazy that these kids have been made to suffer for all the choices that Sonny's made and the role that I played.
How?
I convinced myself that I could shield Michael and Morgan from the worst that comes from this trial. And that any blowback would be worth it because Sonny would be out of their lives. But is it? I mean, what if their lives are changed forever by what happens in that courtroom? I mean, am I any better than the prosecution at that point?